Hello everybody, I'm Grant Fluff from Fluster Sports Zone. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Tonight, week 2 of the 2021-2022 season gets underway. We have the New York Giants and the Washington football team live at FedEx Field. I will be on for the first half of this game, and I hope you guys sit back and enjoy the broadcast. The story heading into this game is Daniel Jones is undefeated against Washington as in his entire career. Swept them in 2019, swept them in 2020. Will the same case happen this season? I mean, I have Washington winning tonight, but I feel if Daniel Jones is a good game, the Giants defense, did what they did for the first half last week against Denver, the Giants may end up sweeping Washington again. Of course, the other QB, Taylor Heineke, that's right, not Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks with a hip injury. So no Ryan Fitzpatrick. It is Tyler Heineke. I'm saying Heineke. It's Heineke. Tyler Heineke, former Panther quarterback, getting the start. He, of course, started the wildcard game against the Buccaneers last year, and basically, that performance earned him an extension. Washington brought him back, and here he is starting week 2 for an injured Ryan Fitzpatrick. So, the kid, I believe he's 26 years old. He still has a chance to prove himself, but maybe be the Washington starter if he performs well in Fitzpatrick's absence. Of course, Fitzpatrick right now on the injured reserve list. Kyle Allen, the backup for the football team. Mike Glennon, the backup quarterback for the New York Giants, as Kyle Shermer and Brian Lewerke are on the practice squad for both teams, but it's neither here nor there. What's up, Alex? Thanks for stopping by. You're early on. Saquon Barkley is active. He does have a knee injury, but he is active for tonight. And as for Washington, I didn't really get an injury update for Washington. I know Curtis Samuel's still going to be out for another week or two. And it looks like that's pretty much the only notable injury for Washington other than Fitzpatrick. Jalen Jakes is also hurt. I mean, he's actually a kind of an underrated defensive lineman, but not the biggest out of the world. What's up, Durham's mascot troll? Well, that was best moment from Power Skate, 100%. When I roasted the heck out of that mascot. Yeah. Live at FedEx Field. And we'll see what happens. It's not a sold-out crowd, which is kind of unfortunate. Of course, with COVID protocols, that was a thing last year. This year, it ain't a thing. This year, you can sell out the arena. And so it's very unfortunate to see a stadium not completely sold out. But yet again, this is Dan Snyder we're talking about. FedEx Field had a pipe leak against the Chargers this past Sunday. So stadium is not doing so great. Of course, the Giants lost to the Broncos at home. Washington didn't have to travel far. They go back to FedEx Field after their loss to the Chargers. Both teams coming in 0-1, losing to AFC West teams. And of course, you can watch this game live on Fox. I am actually going to be trying something different today. I'm going to be commenting on YouTube. And, oh boy, imagine me saying this 5 months ago. I'm actually going to right now start up a live stream on TikTok and commentate the game on there as well. This could very well be a one-time thing. I may do this for the next 50 times. I don't know. We're going to try a TikTok live. This is the first time I've ever been doing this, so bear with me as I set it up here. Oh, here it is, a live stream. 180 followers are active now. That's a good thing, right? I would imagine so. All right. Where am I placing this? We'll place this. Oh, we'll put it here for now. I shouldn't die. All right, so I'm going to go live on TikTok right now. So I'm going to do that intro. And then I'm going to be kind of going back and forth on both chats. So we'll try it. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Hopefully there's not a lot of annoying 11-year-olds who follow me on there. Let's do it. Must be 16 years or older. That I am. Confirm. This is exciting. Okay, so we're live on the TikTok as well. First ever TikTok live stream. We're doing this. We're commentating Washington and New York. This should be fun. How long it lasts on TikTok, I have no idea, but it will be commentating the entire first half here on YouTube, so there is no need to worry. Do I have anyone watching this? I don't think so. Oh, boy. That's interesting. What's up, everyone? Thanks for stopping by. So basically, this is just going to be live commentary for the first half of the Washington-New York Thursday Night Football game. So feel free to say what you like in the chat. You don't have to last around for long, but I will be commentating the first half of the Giants football team game. So hope you guys enjoy. I'm also live on YouTube right now, Fletcher Sports Zone, and we're going to focus on the game now. FedEx Field, 73 degrees, 84% humidity. Northeast winds of 3 miles an hour, and the forecast is showery. Washington at home in the whites, the Giants on the road in the blues. All right, so let's get this game underway. Week 2 is underway with a kickoff from Graham Gano, and this one will land at the 3-yard line, and I still return out to the 22-yard line by Washington. By Washington returns DeAndre Carter, the former Houston Texan. So here comes Taylor Heineke. Played well against the Chargers last week, threw a touchdown, didn't throw an interception, which is good. But now we're getting some viewers on the TikTok. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, this is live commentary for Washington and New York. And again, you can go watch this on YouTube as well at Fletcher Sports Zone. I'll be commentating this game, at least the first half, on there as well. 1st and 10 for Washington, and we're going to put Brown in motion, and here is the throw. It's batted and incomplete, nearly intercepted by number 22 for the Giants. That is Dory Jackson. And by the way, on the TikTok, I just saw a little notification. I unfortunately will not be adding anyone to this, unfortunately. Maybe we can have a stream where I just talk about sports and we'll have some of you followers join in. But as for right now, I think, well, at least for this broadcast, I'm not going to have anyone join. First ever TikTok live, though, which is fun. 2nd and 10. Here's a little screen. Terry McLaurin to 30. Brought down by James Bradbury, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5 coming up. Let's take a look at the rest of the Washington offense. They have Sam Kuzmi, the right tackle, as a rookie, and they got Charles Leno Jr. from the Bears. And of course, Adam Humphries, Cam Sims, and Terry McLaurin, the 3 receivers. Logan Thomas, the tight end, of course, former quarterback, drafted by the Cardinals in 2014, converted to a tight end a couple years ago, and got a 3-year extension this offseason. Heineke running around the pocket, and down he goes, trying to run away from pressure, and that did not work in his favor. That is Ojari with the sack, and so Washington goes 3-0 to begin this one. As we'll take a look again here on the replay, Heineke pump fakes to his right, just tries to run away, and ultimately is the rookie linebacker who's going to sack him back. Heineke trying to do too much on that one, actually tripped over his feet there. So now we will get a punt from Tress Way, former Pro Bowl punter, and it'll go to Jabril Peppers, former All-Star return man in college from Michigan. And Peppers will take this one from the 32. Nice little juke to the 44. And we do have a flag, so this might be a repunt, as we'll get to see what the penalty is here. Daniel Jones coming on the field now. Of course, the huge storyline heading into this game was Jones is 4-0 against Washington in his career. He is 4-19 against every other team, but he is 4-0 against Washington. Scott Novak, our referee. And we're going to get blocking in the back on the Giants. So, Giants still get the ball, but they'll back him up a little bit. Here's Daniel Jones, of course, 30-year QB out of Duke. And, boy, he has not succeeded expectations, to say the slightest, in the NFL. Trying to be Eli Manning's replacement just hasn't been cutting it. And now, basically in a do-or-die year for him. Threw a touchdown, didn't throw a pick last week against the Broncos, but he did lose a fumble, and the fumbling issues have been an issue for Jones throughout his entire career. And again, he's 4-0 against Washington, but 4-19 against every other team, which is pretty interesting. I'll back it up all the way to around the 15. Okay. Jones now still in the huddle. Giants are taking a while to set up. All right, here they go. Again, Barkley is active. Despite having a knee injury, he is active. And we have a 1st and 10. Sterling Shepard put in motion. Barkley, the tailback, staying back at the 13. And they'll hand it off to Saquon. Tries to lower the shoulder. And they'll pick up about 4, maybe 5. It will be 2nd down coming up. And 5. Jones now trying to audible. 2 minutes in. Washington's already gone 3 and out. Giants on their first possession. 2nd play from scrimmage. Here's Daniel Jones. Stepping back, throwing. That one is going to be caught. At the 38-yard line is Kyle Rudolph making the grab. The former Giant, Landon Collins with the tackle. Yeah, number 26. But that is a 1st down for Kyle Rudolph. We're getting signed to deal with the Giants in the offseason. Longtime Viking. Yeah, Landon Collins with a nice tackle there, but it is a 1st down for the Giants. Now I'll put Shepard in motion along with Slayton. They'll pair him up to the left. 1st and 10. Fake it. Throwing. Jones caught. Kenny Golladay to the 45. And so there's a big acquisition. Signed a 4-year deal with the Giants this year, coming over from the Lions. Nice little slant route, and he's able to pick up the 1st down before being down. Number 23 of Washington is William Jackson, who came over from the Bengals. Here's Daniel Jones running, and he steps out of bounds after a gain of 3. Last year, Jones was the first ever Giant QB to throw for over 2,500 yards and rush for 400 yards in the same season. And here's the Giants' offensive line. Nothing new other than Billy Price at center. And again, Evan Ingram inactive with the knee injury. Kyle Rudolph still the starter, who's still a very good starter. Now it's 2nd down 8. Here's Jones. Play action from Barkley. Jones steps up and down he goes. Lost a yard, maybe 2, depending on where they spot it. That is Jonathan Allen on the sack. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. They'll probably bring him back to the original line of scrimmage. As we'll take a look again here. Golladay created separation from Fuller. If I was Jones, I would have at least attempted to throw that way. He holds on to the ball for too long, and it takes a sack. So despite Jones being 2 for 2, he takes his 1st sack. Washington, by the way, has allowed a lot of 3rd down conversions. They allowed 14 of 19 last week against Los Angeles. That's not ideal. 3rd and 10 here for Jones. He guns it, and it's reeled in after a gain of 12. And Sterling Shepard brought down by Fuller, but that is a 1st down for the Giants. Oh, boy. The 3rd down defense woes continue here for Washington. Daniel Jones begins the night 3 for 3. And nice little play there by Shepard, able to get in front of the corner and make the nice play. Shepard last week against the Broncos had the 36-yard touchdown along with 7 catches for 113 yards. That was his total statistics on the night. Here is Jones. Screen to Shepard to the 30. He's brought down to 29. William Jackson with the tackle. 2nd down and 6 now. Look at the Washington defense. Jamin Davis, the rookie linebacker, again to start tonight. Again, a brand new secondary with William Jackson in there. 2nd and 6, and they fake the inside handoff. Daniel Jones is going to run. Jones to the 20. Oh, takes the shoulder by Landon Collins, but picks up the 1st down. I did pick Washington to win this game, so Daniel Jones out to prove me wrong. Not a bad play call there from Jason Garrett. Daniel Jones is actually a fine running quarterback. I mean, obviously he's not Lamar Jackson type running, but he can still run quite a bit. And, if he can get over 400 or 500 rushing yards this year, that's a success for Daniel Jones. In shotgun formation, they'll put Shepard in motion. Handoff goes, and Barkley bounced out to the right, and he's going to get eaten up. A loss to 2. Curl, along with a couple others, getting the tackle. Tim Settle, one of the Washington defenders, along with Smith Williams. Smith Williams. So 2nd down, 12 now coming up. What's up, Friday Night Kill? Channel's cool. Appreciate it. Again, commentating this game live, also on YouTube, where you will see me commentate much more often. Fletcher Sports Zone on YouTube if you want to go sub to that. But I appreciate everyone stopping by on both YouTube and TikTok. That one is knocked away. Shepard, the intended man, is 3rd down and 12. The first like of the stream, too. Appreciate it, guys. Got 7 likes on the YouTube as well. Flag down, and we're going to get a roughing the passer against Washington. So that may give the Giants a fresh set of downs. We'll see. Chase Young working on Andrew Thomas. Wow, and that is just the strength of Chase Young. He's able to break out of a double team. Yep, he did drop Jones. Can't do that. That was about a couple of seconds after he threw. So blatant pass center or rough the passer there, whether Ron Rivera likes it or not. That was definitely the right call. And so it's first to go for the Giants at the 8-yard line. And here's the handoff and getting a gain of 3. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate the sub. Again, Fletcher Sports Zone is the YouTube for my folks on TikTok. And for my fellows on YouTube, the TikTok is Grant Flood. It's my name. So just go follow me on TikTok if you'd like. I try to make a few football stuff a week on TikTok. And again, I pretty much commentate football on the channel here, and I'll be commentating a lot of NHL action when the hockey season comes around in a few weeks. Jones will keep it on 2nd and goal. He'll dive, and that's a touchdown for Daniel Jones. Or is he down at the 1? There is no signal. Oh, I thought it was a touchdown. They did not give a signal, and now they do. A delayed signal, but a rushing touchdown for Daniel Jones, and the Giants lead 6-0. Look to the left, took off, and that elbow is in the end zone. That is a touchdown for Daniel Jones. And that was originally, there was no call in the field, so then I got kind of confused, but it was late, but it is a touchdown. So the Giants take a 6-0 lead, and here's Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Good snap, and it's good. Shifted right, but it is good, and it is 7-0. Giants score off a 4-yard QB run by Daniel Jones. It is 7-0 New York. All right. I'm going to actually examine this app real quickly. I don't know if it's going to take down the live stream. If it does, that kind of stinks. I'll just hop right back on. But if it doesn't, I hope it doesn't. Hold on here. I'm going to try something. All right. Bulletproof Pizza Pocket, what's up? All right. Hold on here. We are in commercial break. It is 7-0 Giants off a QB touchdown by Daniel Jones. Okay. Did it have my live on TikTok? I don't think it did. No, it didn't. That's good. I may have froze for a second. Sorry, that should hopefully be the last time I have to exit out of the app. Maybe it just froze. I'm glad it stayed on, but again, this is my first ever time doing this. If you want me to commentate more sports games, I will. Basically, whenever I go on YouTube, if you want me to go on TikTok here, I will. I have to make sure my phone's all charged up, though. Vic Prods. A lot of people tuning in. Appreciate it, everyone. Sean, what's up? Thanks, Bo, for pizza. Appreciate it, man. Turn on the notification squad. That's right. Turn the notification squad. That's right. Appreciate it, guys. And again, I'll be hopefully commentating football every week. We commentating hockey when that starts. I'll also be covering the MLB playoffs. If you want me to do it on TikTok, on YouTube, both, I'll be doing it on both. Because it seems like right now TikTok's been a success. So I'll keep on doing it on both platforms. Why not? And Daniel Jones, we come out of commercial break. Jones with a 6-yard rushing touchdown. I thought it was 4 yards. I'll give him 6, though, on the rushing touchdown. And it's 7-0 Giants. Washington to get their second possession. They went 3-and-out the first time. Here's Graham Gano to kick it off. And this return will be taken from the 3. Here's Carter to the 20, to the 30. And Carter is downed by Graham Gano at the 31-yard line. How about that? Some kicker action in the tackling game. And, of course, that touchdown drive was set up by the huge roughing the passer call on Chase Young 2 plays prior. Young still in disbelief about that, and he is getting a load of it from the Washington defensive coordinator on the bench. So, at the 30, Taylor Heineke, his second drive of the game. They put Logan Thomas in motion, picked a handoff to Antonio Gibson, dumps it over. That one's reeled in by Thomas to the 34, and he's brought down by Blake Martinez. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Take a look at Leonard Williams last year for the Giants. He had 11.5 sacks, 30 QB hits, and 14 tackles for loss. Aaron Darnold, of course, for the Rams, had 30 tackles for loss and just a little more sacks. I think he had 13.5, the statistics said. And up goes Gibson to the 37. Third down coming up. And again, I pretty much kind of a backstory. It's actually, we'll go over the Giants defense real quickly. During the next commercial break, I'll kind of get into my backstory about, because I know we got new viewers on TikTok, I'll kind of go into my backstory about how I got into sports broadcasting and all that good stuff. I'll do that during the commercial break, though. I don't know, maybe some of you guys on YouTube maybe don't even know. Anyway, here's Heineke rolling out, and he'll throw it out of bounds. So Washington goes back-to-back 3-and-out drives. Heineke is now 2 for 4. It's 4th and 4. And it looks like we are going to see another punt here from Tress Way. Interesting fact about Tress Way. Did you know he played on the Bears during the 2013 preseason? Of course, if you follow me here on TikTok, you would know that from my TikTok I posted yesterday. In my way too many you didn't know this player played on these NFL team series. That's not ending, by the way. I still have another 2 of those planned for coming out sometime this week. So if you like those, I'll got 2 more ready. And I can assure you I'll be making more than that afterwards. All right, back to commercial break. 5:57 to go, 7-0 Giants. They're getting the ball back. I'll kind of give you guys a little interesting story about how I got into sports broadcasting. So basically, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I'm not the athletic person. I've never been the athletic person. I've always liked sports. I've always wanted to play sports. The best thing I've done was run and track in 7th and 8th grade. That's the most I've done athletically. But I wasn't gonna let my passion in broadcast, I wasn't gonna let my passion in sports slip away because, I'm not an athlete. I guess I can only watch sports now. I'm like, you know what? If I enjoy researching about it, maybe I can be a commentator. And basically, that's been my goal since about 2014, roughly. I've just been wanting to be a sports commentator since, and then I started commentating clips on this very YouTube channel back in 2017, 2018, but those were kind of Those weren't really my best work. Those were just good beginning steps. Then I commentated for a whole year and a half on this website that's now unfortunately shut down, but I commentated on that for a year and a half. Went back to YouTube, and I've basically been commentating on YouTube ever since. But this is basically my 3rd NFL season commentating games on the internet pretty much. And I unfortunately can't get any from the past 2 seasons onto YouTube, but we got this season, which is fun. So there's kind of a little backstory. That's why I like broadcasting. I just always like sports. And I figured I thought I'd be pretty good at it. And so I've just been practicing. And I really appreciate everyone stopping by. There's a little interesting backstory there. And if anyone's wondering, Kevin Harlan, my favorite commentator. Kevin Harlan and Andrew Catalan. I like them both. I'd like to thank everyone for the likes as well. 17 on TikTok. That's insane. Appreciate it, guys. All right. Well, we're at commercial break now. You're at FedEx Field. Of course, Washington's been playing at this field since 1996. The last game in 95 in RFK Stadium, Washington actually defeated the Cowboys in a blowout. I believe they scored 35 in that game, if I'm not mistaken. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Ball placed at the 24 of New York. Here's Jones almost walking into a sack. Instead, he gets the incompletion after he tried to dump it over to Barkley. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Coming up. Again, a very nice move there from Daniel Jones to avoid that sack. He stepped back, then kind of walked towards 2 Washington players. Was able to throw out of the sack, luckily, and now you have an injured Giant. That is 65 lineman. I believe that's Nick Gales. It is Nick Gales. And we're back to commercial break. I'd just like to announce I will be commentating the first half of this game. Sunday, I'll be on YouTube commentating the Jaguars and Broncos. I'm going to be doing that game with my friend, though, so I don't really know if I'm going to be doing that game on TikTok. But maybe we can just make it a thing. Every time I can commentate Thursday Night Football or Monday Night Football, kind of whenever I do a primetime game or a game alone. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll tune in for that. But yeah, Sunday I'll be on, again, Fletcher Sports on my YouTube channel for Jaguars and Broncos. That'll be a lot of fun. I live in Massachusetts, but I can watch out-of-market games. I have a thing where I can watch out-of-market games. And yes, I am a Jaguar fan. If you couldn't tell from all the TikToks I've made about me liking Blake Bortles. Jaguars are my favorite team, and it's okay because Trevor Lawrence he's gonna pan out. I ain't worried about Trevor Lawrence. I think he's gonna be fine. It's Urban Meyer is the one I'm concerned about. But it is one game. Yes, they lost to the Texans, but it is one game. I'm not that type of fan who gives up hope on one game. I mean, let's be real. The Jaguars are gonna be bad this year, but I'm not one to really overreact over one game. It sucks, but the Broncos are still a winnable opponent. I think Denver will win, but that's a winnable opponent. I mean, I realized maybe I could do that while passing the time during the commercials. Just talk about the upcoming games. Any other games you got? Well, obviously. Vikings and Cardinals. Here's an interesting take for you. I have the Vikings winning, and to be completely honest, I don't know why I have the Vikings winning, but that's a bad pick, but I know Kyler Murray and Chandler Jones had tremendous games, but I don't know why. The Vikings are the team I always buy into. I don't know why, but I always think the Vikings are going to do good, but they never do good. And I guess this year is the same case. Like, honestly, I can see the Vikings maybe edging out the Cardinals for a better record, but I think I know you're going to be like, what? That's crazy. Yeah, I know. The Cardinals have a better team. It's just the Vikings are in a much easier division. The Vikings could win the division. It really depends on how well Green Bay and Chicago play down the stretch. I think it really depends on if Aaron Rodgers will actually try and whenever Justin Fields is going to play. I think that'll really determine the North. So the center is still down. They brought the card out for Nick Gates. And we're back in commercial break. The Giants' backup center is Billy Price, and I thought Price was getting the start tonight. I guess he didn't. They also have Matt Skura, former Raven. He got activated to the Giants' active roster today. So, yeah. Also, while I'm here in commercial break, no, I don't want that. I want the original. I want the none. There we go. I was about to say, I feel like I have a filter on. Okay, now I'm on no filter, which is good. Oh, geez, don't want to drop my phone. It's still a commercial break. Again, I'll go something to my YouTube channel, Fletcher Sports Zone. Fletcher Sports Zone is the same thing as my Instagram, by the way. That is the same thing as my Instagram. You can follow my Instagram for daily sports news. A lot of people need to know. I'm just going to pin that in the chat here. Can I pin that? I can't. Well, hopefully that pops up. That's the YouTube and the Instagram. YouTube, you get the weekly commentaries. The Instagram, you get daily sports news. We are really close to 1.8K on the Instagram as well. I would love if you dropped a follow and left some likes, post every day. So hopefully you won't be disappointed about that. And I know, so I'm sorry if these broadcasts get a little drawn out during the commercial breaks. I guess I could keep talking about whatever games are up next. All right, I know another one off the top of my head is Patriots and Jets. I think the Patriots are going to win that game. Mac Jones looked a lot more impressive than Zach Wilson, and Mac Jones faced a significantly more difficult team. So I'll give it the Patriots victory over the Jets. I mean, usually the Patriots beat the Jets anyway, but I'll say New England wins week 2. Nick Gates was carted off the field, waving to the crowd. He was in a stretcher, though, and he had his whole left leg taped up. Yeah, even he's trying to smile it off. Hopefully he is all right. As now we have a 2nd and 10 for the Giants. So after a few minutes of no play, we'll resume here with an inside handoff to Saquon Barkley. Barkley to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, and he'll get a step out of bounds at around the 35. What a run from Saquon Barkley. We've been wanting to see this since week 2 of last year. And look at this. Nice inside handoff. Barkley going to bounce out to the right, and he is going to pick up over 30 yards on this run. That is a missed tackle by Bobby McCain, the former Dolphin. And Barkley broke out for a huge one. He now has 4 rushes for 46 yards, ball placed at the 35-yard line. Here is Daniel Jones under center. Barkley still in there. 1st and 10 for the G-Men, and they fake the handoff. Ooh, the end around. And getting a gain of 6 on the end around is C.J. Board, the former Jaguar. So Board gets 6 on the end around, and it will be 2nd down and 4 coming up. Giants going deep in the playbook early on, and they have definitely succeeded in that regard. Washington's defense, one of the better defenses in all of last year, has been struggling a bit. Here's the handoff, and lowering the shoulder. It's going to be 27. It's 3rd and 2 coming up now for the Giants. Round 2, they currently have Barkley substituted out for Devontae Booker. Booker was a running back taken out of the 2016 draft. By the way, Washington only has 1 rushing yard. Giants have 77. 3rd and 2, and the play clock was expiring, and Joe Judge will burn his first of 3 timeouts. To say that my next broadcast will probably be, well, I don't know about TikTok, but on YouTube it's going to be on Saturday at 1 o'clock, Fletcher Sports Zone. I'll be recapping the weekly sports news I post on the Instagram you see in the chat. So that'll be fun. Make sure you go tune into that. I'm in a TikTok stream. Probably, I was going to say next Thursday, but actually, if I can commentate Monday Night Football, it'll be that instead. What's the next Monday Night Football game? I think it's Packers-Lions. It is. Next Thursday is Panthers-Texans. 3rd and 2, that's a false start on New York. We'll back that one up. False start on the Giants, make it 3rd and 7. One of those technicalities are ones that just want to have the head coach just rip that hair off their head. They're going to call it on the 2nd-year left tackle, Andrew Thomas, and even Daniel Jones a little disappointed as lineman there. 3rd down 7. Here's Jones. In shotgun formation at the 32. Here in long to no field goal range. Down Jones under pressure, and down he goes. Jones is sacked back at the 38. Does Jones even have the ball? He does. I thought he fumbled it for a second. He did not. It's 4th down, and that sack manages kick New York out of field goal range. And again, it's Chase Young working against the right tackle, Nate Solder. Oh boy, Nate Solder. Great Patriot. Once he signed the deal with the Giants, his career has gone down the tubes. And again, beat swiftly by the second-year defensive end of Ohio State. So 4th and 13. And do we have another injury here? I am not entirely sure, and we do. It's Matt Ioannidis who's down, the right end for Washington. Matt Ioannidis, I believe Ioannidis missed quite a bit of last year, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Well, I can't say that was the 3rd commercial break this drive. My goodness. All right, Matt Ioannidis. He has last week against the Chargers, he had 3 total tackles, 2 solo, 1 assist. Last season, he only played in 3 games and had 7 total tackles. He had 4 QB hits, though, which was pretty good. But the 2019 was his best year without question. 8.5 sacks, 64 total sacks, 11 tackles for loss, 16 QB hits, and that was his only year he stayed fully healthy, so we know Matt Ioannidis can be pretty good when healthy. I keep up Pro Football Reference up on my computer. Might as well. I think we got anyone new on either side of the broadcast. That's okay. Oh, these commercial breaks get lengthy. Well, the game's out there. Rams and Colts. Here's the thing with the Colts. I know a lot of people are like, whoa, the Colts played off week 1. Yeah, they did. Seattle is far a superior team. That's going to be the same thing with the Rams. The Colts aren't necessarily bad. They just have a rough opening couple of weeks. But at the same time, Indianapolis, the team that was in the playoffs last year, they got to beat a team like Seattle or Los Angeles if they really want to show how good of a team they are. Works both ways. They got Matt Ioannidis off the field. Still 3.5 to go in this first quarter. Again, I'll be on until halftime, so that's okay. But, we're going to get a Riley Dixon punt here. So, that sack did knock the Giants out of field goal range. And this punt will be downed at the 10 by Keenan Crossan, the former Bronco. Favorite football team? The one who decides to lose to the Tyrod Taylor-led Texans. That team. Yeah. I've been a Jaguars fan since 2013. There's no going back. They've been bad. They're always going to be bad. They had their one good season in 2017. And they haven't been good since. So sad. But hey, I believe in Trevor Lawrence, so it's okay. Yes, I am a Jaguar fan, but I will admit they're not good. They're honestly never good. Antonio Gibson with a gain of 5. Washington has -3 total yards of offense and back-to-back 3-and-outs. So Washington's got to get something going here on the third drive of the game. It's still 7-0. Yes, Jaguars' favorite team. I'm from Massachusetts, but I like the Jaguars. I like Maurice Jones-Drew. He was kind of, I guess, the reason why I became a fan of theirs. And Heineke throws And it's reeled in at the 39. That was Heineke's best throw of the game without a question. It's reeled in by Dyrus Brown. And that is the first down for Washington. They finally got something going. Brown, open field, good tackle by Blake Martinez, but they got quite a bit on that one. Nice fake to Gibson. Heineke around the money. Washington stated earlier this week they are not interested in signing a free agent quarterback. They're going to ride with Heineke for as long as they can, and that is Washington's first down of the game. They fake the end around to McLaurin, and then they do an inside handoff with Carter, their usual kick returner. He gets 2, and now you have a little scruffle after the play. It's 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants have gotten quite a few fights based off of what I've heard during practice this offseason. So, unfortunately, I wouldn't really be too surprised if they, fortunately, maybe start some drama during a game. Maybe not. I hope they don't. But I don't know. They have caused some fights during practice based off of what I heard. Here's the catch. And McLaurin? Yeah. McLaurin makes the grab down to the 47 of the Giants. I'll take a look again here on the replay. Good grab by McLaurin, able again to open space against the linebacker Oshdi, and we get about 8 yards on that. Oh, you're a Giants fan? Yeah. Hey, they're winning now. At least they have 4 Super Bowls. Here's Gibson lowering the shoulder, spin move, and he'll get about 6. But yeah. I mean, Giants fan's cool. I'm friends with a Giants fan. He's like, I swear if Daniel Jones plays bad tonight, I'm going to be so mad. And I'm like, have faith. Daniel Jones outplaying Heineke, I would say, throughout the first quarter. Here's the last play of the first quarter. Empty backfield for Heineke. Dishes it over to the right. That one's reeled in by McLaurin. Brought down by Blake Martinez to the 40. And it'll be 3rd and 2 as we head out of the commercial break. At the end of the first, Washington in Dustin Hopkins' field goal range, but 7-0 Giants off a 6-yard rushing touchdown by Daniel Jones. And yeah, I think that's interesting that Washington is making it clear that they are not going to go after a free agent quarterback. I think that's very interesting. I know they want to ride with Heineke. I mean, again, he was here for the majority of last season and the entire offseason. He actually got extended in the offseason. I believe it was a 3-year deal or something for like $9 million. I forget what the exact contract was, but Heineke got re-signed by Washington this year. That I do remember. And, you know, you're going to keep him as a backup. You might as well ride him with a backup. And I like that strategy. Again, even Kyle Allen's their backup like this. Kyle Allen is their 3rd string. Like, that's a backup in about half the league. Kyle Allen, at least when he was with the Panthers, he showed that he's at least a capable backup. I was about to say he could be a fringe starter. I don't know. I mean, what team could he really start on, though? I don't know. I like it. Washington riding out with Heineke. I mean, really, if the defense played like he did last year and Heineke just doesn't make mistakes, Washington could still win like 9-10 games. I mean, I had them winning 10 games at the start of the year. They could still win 10 games. I mean, listen, Fitzpatrick, I mean, they might have won like 11 or 12 with Fitzpatrick. Well, maybe not 12. Maybe more like 9 or 10 with Fitzpatrick. But at the same time, you look at Heineke and you're like, listen, Fitzpatrick's a better thrower, but Heineke's just a better playmaker. Now, I don't know if Heineke can get a whole held by face mask and throw a 30-yard bomb downfield. I don't know, but to be determined. But like what he did against the Raiders last year, Fitzpatrick. But at the same time, it's, you know, you send these guys to be your backup, you might as well keep them. I know people are like, oh, well, Cam Newton's so used to Ron Rivera's play system. I really think at the end of his time in Carolina, Ron Rivera really started to not like Cam Newton as much. unfortunately. And I don't think Washington signed the man I have 4 jerseys of either, so. It's 3rd and 1 as we head out of the commercial break. Here's Heineke. I was just praising you, Heineke. I better not have done the announcer jinx. I better have not done the announcer jinx to Heineke here. Here's the inside handoff to Gibson. And Gibson, this is going to be a flip a coin. And if he made it or not, it looked like he got it. There is no signal from the official yet, though. And he's short by an inch. 4th and inches. I mean, Washington would be nuts if they didn't go for it. Gibson up the middle. Kind of got wrapped up there. O'Shane Exman's leading the charge for New York, and it is 4th and 1. We'll go for it. And I don't know how that's not 4th and inches, but Heineke with a QB sneak, and he's got it. Need a yard, got a yard. First down, Washington. Taylor Heineke with QB sneak up the middle. Heineke was drafted by Minnesota in 2015. He played on the Texans, then the Patriots. Well, he's on the Patriots practice squad. And then he was on the Panthers. Wasn't on a team in 2019. And got signed by Washington thanks to Dwayne Haskins not being good. And here he is, Gibson. The game of 6. I mean, just proof that you can turn around your career at any moment. You know, it's not like a Ryan Tannehill career change, but it is a guy who you would have seen in the XFL last year if the season didn't get cut short. Like, he is a guy you would have probably seen in the XFL. And he's succeeding. I mean, look at P.J. Walker. Same deal with him. It's just another guy who was on the NFL, playing the XFL, succeeded. Now he's the backup on the Panthers. Nice catch and run there from Gibson. First down for the Washington. Actually, no, they're going to mark it 3rd and 1. Here's Heineke. Inside handoff. And Gibson, looking like he got hit originally. Did he make it over the line is the question. And I think this is another close one. Line judge is signaling first down. And it appears to be. So 12.5 to go first half. Washington doing a nice job chewing off this clock. Doing a nice job managing this offense. All they have to do is tie. And they are in a good position. McLaurin against Bradbury to the bottom of the screen. Play action. Heineke throwing to McLaurin, and he makes the grab. Brought down at the 12-yard line by James Bradbury. So, nice little catch there. Nice little curl route the last second. Heineke finally aired the ball out a little bit. That's what happens when you air the ball out. And it paid off. Here's Washington at the 11. They put Logan Thomas in motion. McLaurin, 4 catches for 39 yards. Heineke 7 for 9. Play action throw. This is a touchdown for Washington. A strike to McLaurin. Back-to-back receptions. And Washington has essentially tied the game. Extra point away from a tie. There it is. Heineke aired it out and gets the 11-yard touchdown to Terry McLaurin. $3.50 was the time of the touchdown. Touchdown, yeah. Terry McLaurin, though, that was a nice play. I mean, that's what he does best. Just like the previous play, jump ball, and it pays off. Extra points good by Dustin Hopkins. And it is 7-7. Terry McLaurin jumping over James Bradbury for the score. Heineke's pumped up. And it's 7-7. My friend just texted me, Terry McLaurin's underrated. No, he said it's so good. So Terry McLaurin's so good, and I said insanely underrated. Terry McLaurin is underrated to a certain degree. Like, did you see the catch he made last week against the Chargers? Where literally Heineke threw it into double coverage, and like Heineke had to McLaurin rather, he had to go like this to make the catch. Like, the guy is insane. He's literally the best receiver the football team has had since Pierre Garçon, maybe Deshaun Jackson. I don't know. I mean, Washington hasn't really had anyone good. They haven't had like a great receiver in the past few years. Like Adam Humphries, Cam Sims. I mean, Donnie Brown's had a good game. Like, did you classify him as like solid yet? I don't know. He's only played 2 career games. Okay. So back in commercial break, what other games? So I talked about Colts, Rams, Jaguars, Broncos, Patriots, Jets. We're just going to go through the list here. Saints and Panthers. New Orleans is going to win. Yeah, Sam Darnold's field goal moment's over. I think Darnold's good, but how good is he? I don't know. And against a very good Saints defense, that's going to be a good test for him, especially since Marshawn Lattimore is going to be inactive. But I got New Orleans winning that. 49ers and Eagles. Again, the Eagles kind of just like the Panthers. Good job. You had your feel-good week 1 moment. Jalen Hurts impressed me. It was nice to see Devontae Smith get a touchdown. But if you want my personal opinion, I think it's more the Falcons being bad than the Eagles being good. So I think San Francisco is going to mop the floor with the Eagles. Game is in Philly, though. Steelers and Raiders. Raiders are actually okay. I mean, they're always just – they're consistent at being consistent. They are the Vikings of the AFC. They're consistent at being consistently consistent. They're going to go 9-8 probably. I think the Steelers are going to win. Bills and Dolphins. A lot of people say Miami's going to win that one. I don't know. I'll probably pick Buffalo, but I would not expect a good game out of Josh Allen because Miami has an above-average defense, so I wouldn't expect Josh Allen to have crazy good numbers. The kickoff was a touchback, so the Giants will get it at the 25 as we head at commercial break. Take a look again here. Play action throw from Gibson. Heineke nails it to McLaurin. Leaping over James Bradbury. I mean, picture-perfect ball placement. Great touchdown. Giants defensive coordinator kind of upset. It is 1st and 10 now for the Giants in a tie game. Jones is 4 for 5 for 45 yards, and Jones is going to throw deep, and that was an overthrow for Kenny Golladay. Shades of Rick Meyer on that one, and it's 2nd and 10. 11 minutes, 11 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it will be ending at the end of the first half, but they commentate the regular 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock afternoon games. I should hopefully stay off the full thing of that. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Here is Jones, and a high snap, puts it down. Handoff goes to Barkley, and he will get 6, maybe 7. And it will be 3rd down coming up. Oh, thanks, Frank. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. Like I said, I've been I've been practicing commentating these games for 3 years, and this is like my first ever TikTok live stream. So I'll definitely be coming back and doing more. As Jones is dumped by Jonathan Allen on third down, it's fourth, and they'll probably mark it 4th and 10 or so. And we're going to see a Riley Dixon punt here. So Jones gets sacked. And looked like he was looking for Kyle Rudolph, but good man-to-man coverage by Holcomb and Jonathan Allen with a very aggressive sack. He was able to work around Billy Price, and down goes Daniel Jones. Yes, I appreciate the nice words, and yes, this definitely will not be my last. I got the filter on again. This will definitely not be my last broadcast here on TikTok, I can assure you. And again, I'm on much more often on YouTube, as that is a Carter fair catch. And back in commercial break. But yeah, that's the plan. Actually, well, I wanted to keep it a surprise for the YouTube. And I guess the TikTok too. Because I was originally going to make a TikTok off of this. But actually, I guess now that we're in commercial break, I should tell you some very exciting news regarding myself, I guess, and this whole sports broadcasting thing. So basically, my school had an internship program, and I'm going to be interning for a local radio station in Massachusetts starting Monday. So, presumably starting Monday, but sometime within the next week or two. School literally hooked me up with an internship on a radio station. I'm like, thank you. I was beyond blown away that my school just knew, they knew right out of the gate. I'm like, yeah, we know you like sports broadcasting, so we just hooked you up with this radio station internship. And I'm like, okay, thanks. So, I mean, I'm really looking forward to that. So maybe it looks like the plans, I'm going to be commentating high school football games and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I'll make a TikTok of that saying I don't know. We'll see. Or a YouTube vlog. I have ideas. I want to keep it a secret, but I figured I'd tell everyone. Because why not? Well, you mentioned if you're getting more numbers and stuff. Well, I will hopefully be noticed more often now. All right, so. And have commercial break. Let's take a look at the late, great Bobby Mitchell. He passed away last year, but was a renaissance for Washington. Of course, they retired his 49, it looks like. Bobby Mitchell, like I said, he was a running back and receiver for Washington from 1962 to 1968. He was a 1983 Hall of Fame inductee. They did retire his number, and I was about to say he did pass away last year, but he was the John Riggins before Washington had John Riggins in the 70s and 80s. Let's put it to you that way. The guy was an amazing power back. Logan Thomas on the reception gets about 6, and we get a flag, so this one might be coming back. Holding, or is that holding? It looked like it was holding on Washington. And so first and 15. Oh no, personal foul on Sam Kuzmi, the rookie. Let's see. Yeah, that is a helmet-to-helmet hit. Yep, he leveled Azori Jackson on that play. Yep. You got to call that a penalty for player safety. 100%. And here's the fake. Heineke throwing, and that was a dangerous throw. Incomplete for McLaurin. Man on the coverage was Xavier McKinney, the second-year safety. And he kind of bumped the back of McLaurin there. It looked like it was going to be uncatchable anyway, but Washington fans could gripe, but I think the referees made a fair call keeping the flag in the pocket. 2nd and 22 at the 21 now. Here is Heineke. In shotgun formation, he will lob it up and incomplete for Thomas. Again, Thomas was hit. This time by Jackson as 3rd and 22. Look at the Giants secondary getting aggressive here. Back-to-back plays, my goodness. Yeah, really aggressive. Jonathan Joya, thanks for tuning in. Here's a 3rd down and 22. Here is Heineke, takes the snap. Dropping back, we'll toss it over the middle. Here is Gibson, and he is hit at the 34. That was J.D. McKissick, rather. Whoops. J.D. McKissick on the reception. And 4th down coming up. Well, I guess they have McKissick as their third down back. McKissick's actually all right. I mean, they lost Peyton Barber to the Raiders. Washington placed Peyton Barber on the practice squad, and they got claimed by the Raiders. So I guess they're using McKissick as their backup, and here is Tressway for the 4th and 10. So at least for Heineke, they got the 11 yards. They got back to the original line of scrimmage, and now there's flags, so Washington's going to be backed up 5. Forget what I said. That was all for naught. False start on Washington. They are going to call number 30. That is Troy Pike, who transferred from a safety to a corner. Here's a punt, and this one's going to roll, and it's going to be downed by Washington at the 22. Oh, the next pop by for a second. Oh, what's up, Josh and Mike? I don't think they're watching anymore, but they popped by for a sec. Oh, that's nice of them. I actually know Josh and Mike really well. As we're heading into commercial break. I mean, props to Michael and Josh, man. I have so much fun watching their TikToks. They are awesome. They are just awesome. And what they do, they're just like me. They are aspiring sports broadcasters, and they are very good. Like the Van Jefferson touchdown got like 40,000 likes the other day, and the Arizona Cardinals commented on the video. I'm like, I'm just like, you know what? That was good for them. I know them very well. I used to talk to Josh quite a bit. I don't know, but still have those guys on the social medias. But yeah, in commercial break, and 7-7 Washington couldn't do much after the penalty, and it kind of stalled out that drive. Let's see. We'll continue to go along the games here and see who is facing who. I want to do it in the order I have it here. All right, Bengals and Bears. Andy Dalton revenge game for the 2nd straight year. Does Andy Dalton beat the Bengals? He did last year when he was with the Cowboys. This year, I don't know. I don't know what to think of the Bengals. They look good against Minnesota. I'm not gonna lie. They look really good, but at the same time, I don't know how good they really are. They could beat the Bears. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati beat Chicago. We'll go for it. Why not? We'll go for it. That may be a risky pick, but whatever. Falcons Bucks are gonna humiliate the Falcons. Seahawks Titans, that's a great game. I have Seattle winning, but if Tennessee wins, I wouldn't really be surprised. But I got the Seahawks winning that one. Cowboys and Chargers, this is just another game where if Dallas wins, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm picking Los Angeles. Chiefs and Ravens, that's going to be a bloodbath. Mahomes is undefeated against Lamar Jackson, though, and I give it to the Chiefs. I know it's in Baltimore, but I'll give it to the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will beat the Ravens on Sunday Night Football, and the Packers and Lions. I got Green Bay winning. That might be my next TikTok broadcast, by the way. The Packers Lions game. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. First attempt for Daniel Jones. He dumps it off to the 25-yard line. Sterling Shepard on the reception. Shepard, of course, changing his number to the number 3 this year. A lot of players changing their numbers here. DeAndre Carter did for Washington. Not a lot of Washington players did, though. Which I guess is kind of cool. 2nd and 6. Jones will take off to the left and he'll slide for the first down. Daniel Jones doing his thing, he's doing his thing. He knows his ability as a runner. I'm not going to look at that play against the Eagles where he tripped over himself and you're going to be like, he sucks at running. But we're forgetting that was literally a 65-yard run before he tripped. It's just he's not a running back, so he doesn't have the balance as a running back. It was still awful, but 3rd and 1. Giants are going to burn their second time out here, so they're down to 1. Washington still has all 3. But Daniel Jones, if he just stays a consistent runner, they're going to be a consistent runner. Oh, he's going to be good, and he can get about 400 to 500 rushing yards a season maybe if he breaks out like a 50-yard run here and there. Again, next Thursday is Panthers and Texans, and then the following Thursday after that, that's gonna be my team, Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars playing the Bengals in Cincinnati. I hopefully can commentate the full game for that one. I doubt it, but hopefully. There's a 3rd and 1 here. I thought Jones picked up the first. I guess he didn't. So it's 3rd and 1 here. Handoff goes. And that is a first down for the Giants. As they did a fullback dive with the former Cardinal Elijah Penny. The Giants are weird. They have 2, every single team doesn't even have a fullback on the roster, but the Giants have 2. They have Elijah Penny, their main fullback, and then they have the former Texan Colin Gasepa. I don't know why they have 2 fullbacks, but neither here nor there. Jones will dump it over to Barkley. He'll get 9. Brought down the play by Holdcomb. But, yeah, I just find that very weird how the Giants have 2 fullbacks. Kind of weird. It's to DAG2. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, when I do these play-by-play broadcasts, I'm probably not going to – I appreciate it that you guys want to invite if you do. But, Jones with another nice run. Daniel Jones to the 30, to the 20. Daniel Jones is in. Touchdown, Giants. And there is a flag. Oh, it's going to get called back. Oh, he did it again. Daniel Jones with the rushing touchdown. What is the flag on, though? The Giants are celebrating. I thought originally it was going to be against New York, and it is against New York. Oh, no. That's going to negotiate the touchdown. And they got called on C.J. Board. He held William Jackson. Oh, yeah, he held him by the face mask, too. That's a big no. I was about to say, it looked like it's going to be blocking in the back on the Giants, and that was the case. So that one is getting called back. I just put the fitness and sports label on the TikTok. Maybe people will come by that. I don't know. But anyway, fake it. Here's a throw. Caught, dry, and incomplete. It was caught for a second by Galladay, but swatted away by Jackson, and it's 2nd and 10 coming up. So basically, the Jones run is still kind of a thing. I mean, still give him 30 yards. They're gonna count the yardage before the penalty yards. That's what they're doing. So it's now at the 20. Yeah, they marked him at the 22. 2nd and 10. Jones has got to throw off the back foot, looking for Galladay incomplete, and we got another flag. I wonder as to why. Just have under 6 minutes to go in this first half. And yeah, he's looking for Galladay. The right side of the end zone kind of overthrew him, unfortunately. So it is now 1st and 10 for the Giants. At the 12. Fake it to Barkley. Little screen to Shepard. Whoa, and Shepard gets rocked after a yard. What a hit by St. Just. And it's 2nd and 8. And ahead of myself here. I thought it was 3rd down. 2nd down and 8. Oh, that's right, because of the flag. But that was a pretty big hit, though. At the 11 now, 2nd and 8. Hand off to Barkley. Barkley stuffed at the line of scrimmage by both Young and McCain. And it is 3rd down and 8 coming up here for the football team's defense. Ioannidis, by the way, is back out there after being hurt earlier on in the quarter. He's back out there now. I think he's been out there for the whole drive. I just didn't really notice until now. 3rd and 8 at the 11. Here's Daniel Jones. Bull rush by Washington. Jones under pressure, dumps it over, and it's caught by Shepard at the 5. It's going to be 4th and about 3, maybe 4, depending on where they spot it. And what is Joe Judge going to do? I have no idea. Let's take a look here again on the replay. Judge, or rather Shepard, brought down the play by Jamin Davis. So it's 4th and 2. I would go for it, but they are going to play safe and take the field goal. Here is Gano. He made 30 straight field goals. That's a team record. This one from 23. And it is good. So the Giants are back in the lead. It is 10-7 New York with 4:09 to go into the second quarter. Graham Gano played on Washington. I was like, why do I feel Gano played on Washington before? And he did. He was a kicker back in the early 2010s. So a little homecoming for Graham Gano. See how many former Giants are on the football team and vice versa. So Lane Collins for the football team, was drafted by the Giants in 2016. Anyone else? David Mayo, he was a linebacker for the Giants last year. I feel like it was someone else. Oh, and yeah, Eric Flowers. Brandon Flowers. Maybe get my Flowers confused. And for the Giants, who have former Washington players, Graham Gano's one. I might put the Graham Gano in one of my next. You forgot these players play on this team. Because even I forgot. I mean, there's only 15 of those. Football team. I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. At least Gano's the most notable one. Because here's the kickoff. Carter will return from the 1. We tripped up the 16. It's probably the only one. All right, take a look at McLaurin against Bradbury. Oh my goodness. McLaurin had one catch for 11 yards back in week 9 of 2020. Tonight, though, he already has 3 catches for 39 yards and an amazing touchdown jumping over Bradbury for the 6 points. 10-7, Washington trailing for the second time. Ball placed at the 16-yard line. Heineke, 10-14, 95 yards, a TD, no picks. And here's Gibson, the second-year running back, spinning forward for the first down. Antonio Gibson, remember when he had his amazing game against the Cowboys back on Thanksgiving? That was the game where he really broke out, and he's been a consistent running back since last season. Rookie ranks, he had 11 rushing touchdowns, tied for 5th all-time amongst rookie running backs. James Robinson set a record for most yards by an undrafted running back, so good year for the rookie running backs last year. Gibson gets nothing there, though. 2nd and 10, Bradbury with the tackle. DeAndre Swift played okay, hadn't do a whole lot, though. J.K. Dobbins played good, but of course tore his ACL, so we're not going to see him this season, which is unfortunate. This week against the Chargers, he had 12.2 rushing yards per attempt on 20 carries. That was his career high in that regard. A man in motion, they fake it to McKissick. Heineke down the middle to Logan Thomas. Big tight end. Have him make the contested catches. Nice throw there from Heineke. And great concentration by Logan Thomas, able to make the reception. Heineke over 100 yards, and Washington is near midfield. Let's take a look again here on the replay. Just putting Thomas in motion, able to throw to him. They fake it. They throw to Adam Humphries, the former Titan, getting the catch for the first time in this game, and getting a gain of 13 for number 13. Humphries, former Buccaneer and Titan, making the reception there, his first down on just his 3rd catch of the year. And it will be 1st and 10 now for the football team. At the 38-yard line, they place the ball. This could be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Heineke pump fakes, just dumps it over. Back-to-back plays to Humphries, and he trips over himself after a gain of 6. 1:58 to go in the first half. We have hit the 2-minute warning. Don't go anywhere on either platform. About 2 minutes coming up, 10-7 Giants lead, but Washington is driving. All right, my screen may pause for a brief second. Okay. And yeah, I've been having an absolute blast commentating on both devices. It's fun. It's fun. I get, 2 audiences for the price of 1 broadcast. It's fun. Well, St. Louis, thanks for stopping in. Where's the game? Oh, you want me to show the game? No. I'm good. I don't want to get copyright striked. I'm good. You can watch this game live on Fox, though. It's on Fox Sports if you want to watch it live. But, yeah, sorry. I'm not showing the game for obvious copyright reasons. It's in commercial break right now anyway, but even when it gets out, that's a no. That's a no for me. I always have to answer. I remember, some people just stop by and they're like, where's the game? And I'm like, oh, you're really trying to get my channel copyright striked. No thanks. On Instagram, I could get away with it, but not on YouTube. Okay. Well, 2 minutes, of course, the Giants swept Washington the past 2 years. I'm trying to see in 2018. I think in 2018, Washington swept New York, so that's kind of weird. It seems like whoever wins the first game usually ends up sweeping. At least that's been the case for the past 3 years. 2017, I know for a fact they didn't sweep. 2017, Washington won the game on Thanksgiving, and then the Giants won the Week 17 game because that was Kirk Cousins' last game as a Redskin. Well, it finally came out. I was thinking to myself as McKissick runs for the first time. I was thinking to myself, like, when am I going to accidentally say Redskins? Right there. And, it happened for the final 2 minutes of the first half. I was dying to say Redskins for the entire broadcast, football team. I hate the name change, man. I hate it. They should have just kept with the Redskins. And I'm not afraid to say it because a lot of people agree with me. 3rd and 1. And what are we going to get here? Yeah, booth review. Why we got booth review? To check if it was a first down or not? I guess that would make logical sense for a booth review. Would make sense. Why is my height? Okay. I also just realized I was brainstorming something for a second, and I realized when I commentated the Daniel Jones trip, and I said Daniel Jones in my yelling voice. I realized I just did the same thing when I thought he scored that touchdown. I was like, it's Daniel Jones, I got excited and I literally said Daniel Jones in the exact same tone. No idea what I'm doing with my phone charger. Okay, 3rd and 1 for Washington. Here is Humphreys. Put in motion. Inside handoff, and they got the first with McKissick. Just keep the drive going. That's what you got to do here. If you're Washington. There's some 10 out for Washington at the 27. Caught. McKissick again to the 20. Second down and 4 now. I can try and go no huddle. Still got 3 timeouts, so there's no need to rush. They're already in field goal range. Heineke zips it. McLaurin to the 11-yard line. Now Washington would call their first timeout. Just like it back at that McLaurin touchdown. Nice one. He's jumped over Bradbury. He's able to make the nice adjustment. He was able to score a touchdown. If you look at that previous play, runs a little slant route and making a nice catch. Set McKissick as a receiver to the left. Heineke throws, low throw, caught to the 4-yard line. That is Brown on the reception. It's going to be 3rd down coming up. or second down. Will be second down 3 coming up. All right. Second down and 3 is well they'll mark it. Washington looking for their first lead of the game. Ike, this drive is 7 for 7 for 66 yards. Trying to cap it off with his third touchdown throw of the season. You got to put Thomas in motion. 2nd and 3. Heineke steps up, and he's going to run, and he's a yard short of the marker. Washington down to 1 timeout, and they're going to use it. I don't blame Heineke trying to run it in. Just waited for a split second, tried to take off. But very nice tackle by Leonard Williams getting the tackle. Yep, there's a Pro Bowler for you. So it'll be 3rd down 2. Heineke, just like Daniel Jones, not afraid to run. Here's 3rd and 1. False start, it looks, on Washington. Or we have a timeout by the Giants, that too. I thought that was a false start on the football team for a second. Of course, the NFC East, the Eagles lead the division at 1-0, and they'll be leading the division by the end of the night. Giants lost to the Broncos. Football team lost to the Chargers, and the Cowboys lost to the Bucks in the opening game last Thursday, which that broadcast is still on YouTube. You can go rewatch that broadcast if you'd like. I also commentated the Patriots and Dolphins game from this past Sunday, so you can go check that one out on YouTube here as well. All my broadcasts and live streams, they're all up on the channel. Here's the 3rd and 1. Inside handoff and in. Touchdown, J.D. McKissick. Washington is in the lead for the first time tonight. Inside handoff, and it pays dividends for the football team. Good drive by Heineke as well. Doesn't throw a singular incompletion. And that's a head to halftime. J.D. McKissick. Nice inside handoff. Give it to your veteran running back and let him pound the rock. Nice touchdown for the football team. Extra point from Dustin Hopkins is good. 14-10. 21 seconds to go in the half. And good. Was a great drive again by Washington. Tyler Heineke went 6 for 6 on the drive. Really showing why it should be the Washington long-term solution after Fitzpatrick this year. He has played well in each of his 3 games. This is his first start since the playoff game, of course, in which he played well. Ran for a touchdown. Helps upset the eventual champ Bucks. Last season among running backs, McKissick was first in targets with 110. And second, I believe, in catches and receiving yards. Big difference when Christian McCaffrey is injured. Hopkins to kick it off. To the final 21 we go. Returned by the Giants. And this return will go out to the 24. Giants may just take a knee, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they do, with C.J. Board on the return. Yep, the Giants will just take an 8-1 at halftime. 14-10. Football team leading the Giants. I hope everyone enjoyed the broadcast, whether you mainly watched here on YouTube, here on TikTok, whatever the case may be. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Hopefully, I didn't scare you. You'll tune in for more. And I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone, everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Washington defeating the Giants 14-10 at halftime. So long, everybody.